Greatest Sons of NBA Legends. The NBA has been established for over 70 years now, and there have certainly been plenty of players to pass down their good basketball genes to their children. However, with such big shoes to fill, not all the second-generation NBA players are able to meet up to those expectations, especially when it's the son of an NBA legend. Stay tuned as we're about to reveal some players that will actually exceed those expectations. These are the greatest sons of NBA legends. Don't forget to smack that like button, subscribe, and switch those notifications on so you'll always be in the know when more great videos like this are available. The High Ayatollah of Slamola. Ironically, the first player on this list's father played for the Suns, the Phoenix Suns that is, averaging 17.1 per game and 8 rebounds in his career. Larry Nance was a certified high-flying power forward in his NBA tenure, winning the 1984 dunk contest, which was the first dunk contest ever. This essentially makes him a legend, and he surely lives up to his nickname, the High Ayatollah of Slamola. He also gave the Jordan Bulls one of their toughest runs in the playoffs when he was with the Cavs. Larry Nance's oldest son, Larry Nance Jr., certainly carries on the family tradition as a high riser. Nance Jr. was a participant in the 2018 dunk contest where he attributed his father's dunks. Just like his father, he had breathtaking in-game dunks as well. He's currently on the roster of the Cavaliers and is a key contributor. If you want to put together a compilation of dunks, this is one of those guys you use. I mean, he makes dunking in the vicinity of defenders look like a stroll through the park. The Way of the Waltons. Bill Walton has made this list despite almost cutting his legacy short. He talks about this in his book, Back from the Dead, how he contemplated suicide multiple times as an escape from the pain caused by his injuries. We are glad he decided to go another route, and this led to a great son in Luke Walton being born. Bill Walton was a decorated player with plenty of accomplishments. Two-time All-Star, two-time champ, 77-78 MVP, just to name a few for this Hall of Fame player. While it's rare that players get to win championships, it's even rarer to do so from more than one member of the family. Luke Walton is an exception to this, being a two-time NBA champ and a conference champ as a coach for the Warriors in 2015 and 16. His coaching career is just beginning, and he'll have many more opportunities to prove his greatness. Another thing they have in common is a deep, raspy voice in their interviews. They both sound like James Earl Jones when he played in the movie The Sandlot. Love that movie, by the way. Rivers of Talent. Doc Rivers was a one-time All-Star as a player, 1999-2000 Coach of the Year, 2008 champion as a head coach with the Celtics, with enough Coach of the Month awards to decorate a wall. He is a surefire legendary future Hall of Fame coach of the league. In high school, Austin was making his competition look more like drill cones. Cheap, flimsy drill cones on that. Compiling one of the best hoop mixtapes of all time in high school, and simultaneously leading his team to back-to-back 6A state championships. During his collegiate stint at Duke, he hit one of the most iconic shots in the school's recent history to get the win over the higher-ranked North Carolina. Austin Rivers has been a key contributor for each roster he's been on. At 28 years old, Austin still has plenty of his career ahead of him, and a chance at climbing the ranks on this particular list. And could we see another coach in the making? Possibilities there. As in an interview with Craig Eckerman, Austin stated, "It's something I didn't see myself doing earlier in my career, but now it's a little itch. You know what they say, if your palm itches, you're gonna get something. But if your crotch itches, you've already got it." The Hard Way. Five-time All-Star and All-NBA Tim Hardaway was known for his smooth, effective, and highly entertaining handles. However, his relationship with his son, Tim Hardaway Jr., was anything but smooth during his son's youth. Hardaway Sr. was sometimes harder on his son than anyone. He once told Hardaway Jr., "You're either going to play this game the right way or you're going to quit." His father yelled from the front seat, You're not going to perform at a high enough level, you're going to get better, or we'll stop you from playing the game of basketball forever. Despite this, Hardaway Jr. has managed to overcome and continuously rise above when most kids would have given up. Tim Hardaway Jr. was the 24th pick of the 2013 draft. 2013 and 14 all-rookie, averaging over 13 points per game for his career. At 28 years of age, Hardaway Jr. still has much of his career ahead of him. His last contract alone was more than what his father made his entire career. I mean, what father wouldn't consider that as greatness? The trio of snipers. This list would be incomplete without the obvious Curry brothers. Steph Curry and Seth Curry are both sons of NBA three-point shooting legend Del Curry. Del is an all-time leader in points and three-pointers made for the Hornets. Steph is already respected as arguably the best shooter of all time and has an abundance of accolades to go with that. Seth is a big-time shooter as well and has and will continue to be a candidate as the three-point contestant in All-Star Weekend. This trio of snipers will not be duplicated anytime soon. Speaking of shooting a shot, what's even more interesting is one of the other players on this list is now Seth's brother-in-law, Austin Rivers. The Giant and the Beanstalk. Now for the sons of legends that haven't yet made it to the NBA, but are definitely showing signs of stardom. Starting with the son of arguably the most dominant player to ever come through the league, Shaquille O'Neal. Talk about big shoes to fill. I mean, this giant literally wore size 22 in shoes. Man, what else is big on him? Keep your mind out of the gutter, ladies. This time, I'm referring to Shaq having one of the biggest personalities. Shaqs son Shareef O'Neal, coming out of high school as a four-star prospect, is nothing to sneeze at. He's currently playing at about 6'10", 225 pounds at his father's old school, LSU. He has tremendous upside. The personality seems to have carried right over as well, and he has many videos with his dad having a good time dancing. Now that Shareef is recovering from surgery, we anticipate he will be back with a vengeance. The superheroes. D-Wade, aka The Flash, is regarded as one of the best shooting guards to ever step foot on the court, and most people would say top 3 shooting guards for sure. Aside from that fact, they look alike. There is no question of whether or not Zaire Wade has competitiveness. He plays with plenty of fire and edge. Now that he's no longer bouncing around moving schools, it is highly anticipated that the added stability will lead up to added prospect stars. A recent video surfaced of Zaire playing one-on-one with Wade and actually holding his own. While it'd be hard to come up with a better nickname than the Flash, 3-star prospect Zaire just might earn him a superhero nickname of his own. Kid Flash? Reverse Flash? Quicksilver perhaps? Who knows? The King and the Prince. Legendary 18-year NBA vet LBJ was nicknamed the King of the League way back in his younger playing days, and with the recent Bubble Championship win, he further extended the length of validity of this title. I can only imagine having to deal with the pressure of being the son of the King. LeBron James Jr., aka Bronny, has been handling this pressure with the virtue of a true prince. Just like his father, he displays the willingness to always make the right play regardless of criticism that may come after. He has recently grown into a more full frame and standing almost as tall as the King himself. He and LeBron will be the first father and son duo to play at the same time in the NBA. By that time, LeBron's beard may be completely gray, but that's something he would surely take pride in. Honorable mentions. Now for the honorable mention. Cole Anthony, son of former player Greg Anthony, is currently in his rookie year with the Orlando Magic. The rookie has even been exceeding expectations, as he may end up in the Rookie of the Year running. While his father Greg had a strong 11 years in the league, Greg is legendary as an NBA analyst and even voices features in NBA 2K. Cole also seems to have a natural ability to speak and likely has a bright future as an analyst should he choose to do so after his career. But right now, he's a key piece in the Orlando Magic, just as they expected him to be when they were scouting him as a third-team All-ACC as a freshman at North Carolina. Whether it's athleticism, skill, size, IQ, or determination, all of these legends have clearly left ingrained traits on their offspring. Leave a comment below on who you think is or will be the greatest son of these legends before it's all said and done. Check out more videos like this one by clicking the thumbnails above. Thanks for watching. Until next time.